What's up, y'all? Today I'm going to give you a quick tour of the all-new Basix build. I designed this build with one idea in mind. First, think of how difficult Kodi can be for new users. It's quite different from Netflix and the other popular streaming services. So why can't Kodi just behave more like Netflix? Well, it can. Let me show you how with Basix. When you first start off, Basix doesn't look like much, but this favorites menu will be your best friend. It works like your watch later list in Netflix. I'll show you how to add movies and TV shows to your favorites in a minute. This is what it looks like with a few TV shows added to it. As you add more movies and TV shows, it won't look so empty and boring. Moving over to the movies menu, you can see a wide variety of sorting options. The same goes for the TV shows menu. Both of these menus are built around the Covenant add-on. This is basically the best video add-on for Kodi you can get right now, so I like to stick with this one. However, there is an add-ons menu which contains several other popular Kodi add-ons, just in case you can't find what you need in Covenant. All of these essentially work the same way. Each has its own movies and TV show section, with some add-ons having extra sections as well. There is an adult add-on here, as well as an adult section inside the menu add-on. Both are password protected with 2017 as the default. Finally, the settings menu is basically what you would expect, a bunch of settings. If you press down while on settings, it will bring up some additional options. You shouldn't need to worry about any of these though. The Merlin wizard will run automatically when you start Kodi and update everything inside of Kodi. You can see the Merlin wizard working here. There will be a couple of different boxes pop up, but it doesn't take long at all. Now let's learn to add movies and TV shows to your favorites. First, we have to find something to add. There is a search option in the movie and TV shows menus, but it can be buggy. So, instead, just click on either movies or TV shows. This is essentially the same menu as on the previous screen. With this one, however, we are actually inside the Covenant add-on instead of just linking to it through a widget. Because of this, the search seems to work better this way. Go to the bottom and you will see two search options, one to search by title, the other to search by actor name. There is an autocomplete function, but it doesn't work too well. It really doesn't autocomplete, but it is handy if you're not sure how to spell something. If you don't want to search, you can browse another way, such as by genre or by network. So say I want to search for Game of Thrones and add it to my favorites. I'll click on TV shows, then go to the search option and type Game of Thrones. When the results come up, I highlight Game of Thrones and press the option button on my Fire Stick remote. You will have several options to choose from, including watch a trailer for the TV show. But for now, let's just click Add to Favorites. Now I can select Game of Thrones right here to watch it. But let's go back to the Favorites menu. Now we can pick something to watch. Let's stick with Game of Thrones. If we click on it, it will open up a list of all the seasons of the show. Just select a season to watch. Once you select a season, you can just click an episode to watch it. However, if you do this, you will have to select another episode once this one's finished. Normally with Kodi, you pick an episode to watch, then you have to wait for a list of links to generate, then select a link from the list. But since you normally just pick the first link anyways, I have Basix configured to automatically pick the first link and play it. So when you click an episode to watch, just wait for it to finish loading, and it should start right up. If you hit the options button on your Fire Stick remote, you will bring up this menu. Notice the play option? That's what you click if for some reason you want to generate that list of links I just mentioned. This can be handy if for some reason Kodi keeps picking a bad link. You can manually go pick something else. There is also an option that says play from here. This is where the magic of Basix happens. When the episode you just selected gets to the end, the next episode in line will automatically load and start playing, just like with Netflix. It will keep playing episodes until you either stop it or until it reaches the end of that season. If we start a Game of Thrones episode, this is what the player looks like. You can see the playback options across the top of the screen, and they're pretty self-explanatory. If you want subtitles, go over to the word bubble icon and click Download. It will bring up a list of subtitle links. Just pick the first one and try it. If it doesn't work, go down the list until one works. These can be buggy at times, so you may have trouble getting them to work, but for the most part, they're pretty okay. If you hit the back button on your Fire Stick remote, you can bring up the episode list while the video continues playing. If you press left on your remote, you will bring up this menu. See the playback options toward the bottom? Those will get you back to the video and allow you to stop playback. They're basically the same ones you saw across the top of the screen when the episode first started. There are a few other options here, but they're basically useless. So that's it. I've tested this build out and tweaked it for a while now, probably a couple months, and it's finally to the point that I'm happy with it. I wanted to make something that was different than all the other builds out there, something more user-friendly, ran smoother on Fire Sticks, and behaved more like Netflix. I hope you find it as useful as I have. If you have Kodi on a device not covered by me and you want to try out Basix, the link's in the description. If you aren't sure how to set it all up, contact me about having me do it for you. I'll have more videos coming soon to cover some of the other services I offer, but if you have any questions in the meantime, just hit me up. Have a good one, guys.